we have identified a significant issue regarding investment literacy among UITM students. Essentially, many students struggle with selecting the right investment products that match their individual risk-return profile. In simpler terms, students often find it difficult to understand how much risk is involved. I'm looking into this particular investment and what returns they can realistically expect. As a result, students may not be able to properly identify investment options.
For your financial goals, consider products, stocks, bonds. They align with your risk tolerance. Let's find the right fit for you.
This gap in knowledge highlights the need for better investment education and guidance,
so that students can confidently choose investment products that suit their SOO.
A UDEM student wants to start investing after seeing friends and social media influencers making quick profits from digital assets. However, the student only understands the investment concept at a basic level and has never been guided on how investments work in real life. With limited income from PTPTN or family support, the student believes investing requires large capital and feels pressured to follow trends. Without trusted guidance, the student relies on online hype, making decisions driven by fear of missing out rather than proper financial knowledge.
Our goal is to give UITM students an efficient learning strategy that helps them understand digital assets beyond hype, shifting their focus from social media rumors to real investment principles through structured learning resources. This initiative aims to raise students' awareness of the risks of digital asset investing, including market volatility, speculative bubbles, misleading online marketing, and fraud, so they become more cautious and less likely to follow hype. This project equips students with practical skills to make wise and responsible financial decisions, enabling them to critically assess digital assets and distinguish between legitimate investment opportunities and short-term speculation.
The first key challenge is following hype instead of fundamentals. Many people invest without truly understanding the basics of investing. Many investors lack basic knowledge of asset valuation and market demand. They often confuse speculation with investing and do not fully understand how digital assets differ from traditional investments like stocks or bonds. The second challenge is fear of missing out, or FOMO. Many investors do not understand the risk-return trade-off.
They also lack long-term investment knowledge and often make emotional decisions based on peer pressure rather than financial goals.
The third challenge is underestimating risk and volatility.
Many investors do not understand risk profiling, underestimate how unstable digital assets are, and are unaware that they are not regulated like traditional investments in Malaysia.
The fourth challenge is a lack of diversification knowledge.
Some individuals fail to recognize the importance of spreading investments to reduce risk, overlook safer assets, and focus too heavily on short-term gains rather than long-term financial planning.
In financial theory, higher returns usually come with higher risk. Digital assets are especially risky due to high price volatility. Diversification reduces risk by spreading investments. However, many students focus only on digital assets.
Behavioral finance explains how emotions, hype, and herd behavior influence decisions,
especially during market booms or volatility.
Understanding these theories helps investors avoid hype-driven mistakes.
To address the digital asset literacy gap among University Technology Mara UTM students, our group proposes 4 practical education strategies. First, the interactive digital asset learning infographic simplifies complex digital asset concepts using visuals. With "When can we start at the best?" it's all about a risk-return trade-off. Simplifying investments that teach and fundamentals, while speculation is involved for short-term gains.
Second, the digital asset risk profiling quiz allows students to assess their risk tolerance through simple scenario-based questions.
This helps students determine whether digital assets suit their financial goals and encourages more responsible investment decisions. Third, the simulated digital asset investment game provides hands-on experience by allowing students to invest virtual money in real market conditions. Students can experience price fluctuations and emotional decision-making without financial risk, reinforcing disciplined and long-term investing. Finally, guided educational content via trusted digital platforms. By delivering reliable learning materials through university platforms or webinars, we ensure accessible education for all. Focus on fundamentals, not social media hype. Stay aware of scams and evaluate digital assets based on solid principles. Let's promote informed digital asset investment decisions among UITM students.
The interactive infographic breaks down complex investment topics into clear, memorable visuals, helping students understand digital assets and their risks so they can make more informed investment decisions. Through a simulation game, students can gain hands-on investing experience using virtual money, allowing them to understand market behavior and make better investment decisions without risking real funds. Before investing, the risk profiling test helps students understand their own risk tolerance, enabling them to choose suitable digital assets and avoid overly risky investments for more responsible decision-making. Instead of hype, this approach introduces students to trustworthy investment knowledge through reliable digital platforms, helping them understand scam awareness, ethical investing, and objective asset assessment for safer, more informed decisions.
To help students, there are several simple and practical learning tools, such as infographics, risk profiling quizzes, and investment simulation games.
Many young investors lose money not because of lack of opportunity, but because of poor investment literacy.
This digital asset investment game simulates real-life decisions using virtual money, without financial risk.
Players face hype-driven investments,
FOMO pressure,
Market volatility.
diversification challenges. Emotional decisions increase risk, while informed strategies lead to more stable outcomes.
Through this simulation, players learn to manage risk, avoid hype, and make rational investment decisions. Smart investing is about strategy, not trends. These tools allow students to learn investment fundamentals without using real money, making them suitable for students with limited income. The recommendation is justified because it focuses on risk awareness, ethical investing, and responsible decision-making, while remaining low-cost, accessible, and easy for UATM students to use.
To address the hype surrounding digital assets, this program uses simulations and experiential learning that reflect real market volatility. Instead of relying on traditional lectures, students experience hype-driven scenarios,
helping them understand how emotions and social media influence investment decisions.
Digital improves this digital investment literacy. Students learn to evaluate digital assets more carefully, understand the risk-return trade-off, and recognize the dangers of FOMO-driven behavior. By experiencing both gains and losses in a safe environment,
Students become more rational, disciplined, and less vulnerable to scam.
The program is highly feasible for UH2's existing digital platforms and online learning tools. It requires minimal cost, can be delivered virtually, and is easily scalable across faculties and campuses. With the right knowledge, students can move beyond hype and build sustainable financial decision-making habits. This educational initiative helps UITM students improve their understanding of digital assets as investment tools. It enables them to distinguish between informed investing and speculation, reducing the influence of online hype and misinformation. Students are also encouraged to diversify portfolios, manage risk, and make rational investment portfolios instead of following FOMO. Through this learning process, students are more aware of market risks, volatility, and the importance of ethical and responsible investing. Overall, improving digital asset literacy strengthens financial decision-making and prepares UITM students for long-term financial stability. Leadership ensured that the infographic report was well-structured, visually clear, and complied with academic integrity requirements.
In addition, tasks were assigned based on individual strengths, supported by clear expectations and regular progress monitor.
Problem-solving and decision-making focused on simplifying complex digital asset concepts without encouraging speculative behavior. The group chose an infographic format to balance the accuracy, while leadership encouraged open discussion and responsible investing throughout the project.
Effective teamwork was essential to the success of this project. Clear communication, fair task distribution, and mutual respect allowed our team to collaborate efficiently. Through teamwork and leadership, all tasks were completed on time and fulfilled the required standard.
Overall, this project shows that many UM students still lack investment literacy, especially in digital assets, and often make decisions based on social media hype and fear of missing out. Through simple and practical learning tools, students can better understand risk, volatility, and ethical investing. The key lesson learned is that understanding the risk-return trade-off helps students avoid impulsive decisions and focus more on responsible, long-term financial planning.